Life's struggles and uncertainties, much like turbulent waves, often give rise to anxiety and agitation, a natural response of the human heart. Yet if one can take the teachings of the Buddha as a vessel and wisdom as a guiding light, it becomes possible to face life's impermanence and upheavals with composure, cultivating a profound sense of inner peace. The Buddha once said that all things in the world arise from the coming together of causes and conditions and are subject to the law of impermanence. Though afflictions may arise, they are but projections of the mind, illusory and fleeting, unworthy of attachment. By perceiving the true nature of all phenomena and awakening to the essence of impermanence, one can observe the external world with a pure heart, remaining unshaken amid life's tempests and responding to change with unwavering equanimity. Calming the mind is the foundation of spiritual practice, and inner stillness is the source of wisdom. When the mind becomes as still as a tranquil lake, errant thoughts subside, and a luminous wisdom emerges, capable of dispelling external disturbances. As it is often said, all is created by the mind. When the heart is clear, the world appears clear. Even in adversity, if one can transform challenges into insight, dissolve attachments with compassion, and dispel confusion with prajna, transcendent wisdom, afflictions will lose their grip, leading to liberation and peace. Thus, the true value of life lies not in external successes or failures, but in the ability to master one's own mind. When the mind is calm, clarity arises. When the mind is stable, wisdom follows. By letting go of the fear of impermanence and the clinging to attachments, and approaching each day with a spirit of diligent practice, one can steadily progress towards self-improvement. As the Buddha taught, commit no evil, practice all good, and purify the mind. This is the teaching of all Buddhas. Only by cleansing the heart can one navigate the currents of the mundane world with poise, achieve a life of completeness, and truly embody a state of fearlessness and freedom from all afflictions. Inner calmness is the foundation of inner strength and the key to navigating life's turning points. The Buddha once said, "When the mind is pure, the land is pure." A strong and peaceful heart enables one to endure any circumstance, even the depths of life's valleys, while still gazing at the stars, discovering hope, and grasping the profound wisdom hidden within impermanence. Buddhism teaches us that life resembles a flowing river, formed by the convergence of causes and conditions, sometimes tranquil, sometimes turbulent. Nothing in the world is permanent, and hardships and challenges are merely temporary appearances in the vast river of life. However, by cultivating the power of inner stillness, one can maintain balance amid the waves. Those with calm hearts can endure pressure, stay true to their core, and avoid losing their way in the storm. As it is said, those who find peace and stillness remain unshaken in motion. Those who are steady in calmness remain untroubled in chaos. When the mind is quiet, emotions are no longer swayed by external circumstances, allowing one to face everything with a composed attitude. Both favorable and challenging situations are seen as essential stages of life's journey. On this path, a calm mind serves as a beacon, guiding the wandering soul, while inner stability acts as a steady vessel, enabling one to navigate through life's tempests. The Buddha explained, "Because all is impermanent, there is suffering. Because there is suffering, there is no self." By recognizing and accepting impermanence, one can release attachments and free oneself from the shackles of adversity. The power of a tranquil mind is like a bright mirror, able to reflect reality and dissolve illusions. Only with a pure heart can one propel forward with clearer goals, firmer direction, and greater conviction. When wisdom is the helm and compassion the sail, even amidst storms, one can discover their course. Those with inner calm see the world like the moon reflected on water. Even in turbulence, they perceive clarity. Calmness of mind is not only a skill, but also a practice. As the sutras teach, when the mind arises, all phenomena arise. When the mind ceases, all phenomena cease. Those with strong inner strength observe themselves with wisdom, engage the world with compassion, and progress steadily. They are neither hindered by adversity nor disturbed by gain or loss, dwelling peacefully in the present. Like a lotus blooming unsullied in the mud, they rise toward the light, untainted by their surroundings. When the mind is calm like a mirror, living becomes akin to walking in meditation. In the face of life's ups and downs, those with a tranquil heart can cultivate great wisdom through a state of non-attachment, non-reactivity, and non-clinging. This wisdom embodies the Buddhist principle, adapting to change without being changed and remaining unchanged while embracing change. When one is undisturbed by external circumstances, they discover that the quieter the mind, the more they can access their inner strength, a strength that flows like a wellspring, endlessly replenishing itself and guiding life toward brightness and fulfillment. Thus, the ability to calm the mind and steady the spirit reflects a deep awareness and mastery of one's inner self. Life is as fleeting as dreams, illusions, and bubbles. Yet those who cultivate inner stillness awaken within this dream, attaining clarity and peace. No matter how external circumstances shift, if one can anchor themselves in the quiet of their inner essence, their steps will naturally become steadier and their path clearer. Observing all things without attachment or desire, remaining serene like the ocean, one finds that flowers bloom naturally. A tranquil mind achieves everything by doing nothing. In calmness, life nurtures its strength, and in simplicity, it accomplishes the extraordinary, ultimately manifesting perfect wisdom and reaching true liberation. Such a person grows increasingly grounded and steady, like a great mountain, unmoved by wind or rain, as firm as a rock. The Buddha taught, "A peaceful mind is the true sanctuary, a pure heart is the pure land." When one's inner world is sufficiently calm, all things appear like flowers in a mirror or the moon reflected on water, free of clinging and delusion. In this state, problems are seen more clearly, and affairs are handled with greater order and composure, like a clear spring under the moonlight, its surface rippling but never obscuring the moon's reflection, remaining luminous and transparent. Amid the noise of the world, if one can retreat from its disturbances and quietly cultivate their inner self in the midst of life's flickering lights, they become like a lotus, growing in the world yet untouched by its impurities. Those with a tranquil heart gather strength in unhurried growth, neither striving nor rushing, advancing steadily and ultimately achieving greatness. As the Buddhist verse states, like a wooden figure watching flowers and birds, why not let all things revolve around you? Those with inner peace are not swayed by external circumstances. In the face of life's rise and fall, they approach all things with a detached and transcendent wisdom. In life, we inevitably encounter bothersome trivialities or the challenges of life's rugged paths. These seemingly chaotic matters are, in fact, opportunities to temper the heart. A tranquil mind remains unentangled, unmoved, and unpossessive, able to view everything with clarity and treat all things with equanimity. As Zen Buddhism teaches, affliction is enlightenment, life and death are nirvana. When the heart is unencumbered, every trouble and challenge becomes a stepping stone toward awakening. A peaceful mind is like the depths of the ocean. Though surface waves may rise, the core remains undisturbed. Such individuals face life's ups and downs with wisdom, perceiving the interplay of cause and effect with clarity and accepting everything with equanimity. They live with transparency and freedom, flowing with the current rather than resisting it, avoiding fixation on past gains and losses or attachment to future illusions. Instead, they dwell in the present, cultivating their hearts in every moment, bearing witness to their growth. The Buddha taught, arising from causes and conditions, ceasing with causes and conditions. All is but illusion. The observer must discern this truth. It is this clarity and wisdom that allow one to perceive the essence of life amid its complexities and to find a direction forward in stillness. A calm mind does not arise because the world becomes simpler, but because one's inner strength grows deeper. Such individuals find their rhythm in the chaos and ordinariness of life, responding to change with steadfastness, making their lives increasingly clear and stable. By distancing oneself from distractions and quietly observing the heart, one can discover their true self. A peaceful mind is the wellspring of wisdom. Approaching life with this calmness transforms complexity into simplicity and suffering into joy. As the sutras say, when the clouds disperse, the moon shines bright. When the water stills, the reflection appears. Those with a tranquil heart naturally live with ease and grace, find light in adversity, and achieve extraordinary heights in the midst of the ordinary. Ultimately, by settling into your own time zone and aligning with the rhythm of life, you can calm the mind amid the clamor of the world. Part the clouds to see the light, unravel the threads of complexity, and unlock infinite possibilities. Buddhism teaches that everyone has their own unique causes and conditions, and the trajectory of destiny is arranged accordingly. As it is said, everything arises from causes and bears fruit in due season. Thus, there is no need to compare or to worry. Simply hold true to your own heart and walk your own path. Every individual moves within their own temporal rhythm. Flowers bloom at different times, rivers flow with varying speeds, stars shine with different intensities. All follow their nature and their course without deviation. The sutras teach, all things follow their causes and conditions and come to fruition in their time. You are in your time zone, and others are in theirs. Each of us walks our path within the convergence of our unique causes and conditions, growing according to the rhythm of our own lives. Everything happens as it should, without mistake or misstep. When you truly understand this, you can let go of the anxiety born from comparing yourself to others and avoid unsettling your mind through competition. As the Avatamsaka Sutra states, the law of cause and effect and the timing of conditions cannot be forced. Everyone's life is like a lotus flower, blooming at its own time. Some bloom in the morning, others in the evening. Some are dazzling from the start, while others build their strength patiently. Regardless of the time or place, when conditions are ripe, the flower will naturally bloom and the fruit will naturally come to fruition. Dwelling peacefully within your own time zone is the greatest respect you can give to life. Calm your mind, go with the flow of circumstances, neither rushing nor fretting. Do not force destiny to arrive early, nor cling to regrets of the past. As the saying goes, adapt to circumstances without losing yourself and stay true to yourself while adapting to circumstances. What we must do is find balance within our own time zone, allowing the inner world to become as clear as a bright mirror. In doing so, we can face all things with composure and poise. When you immerse yourself in your own rhythm and focus on your own path, undisturbed by external distractions, you will find your mind growing increasingly serene. Wisdom will flow like a spring, and the direction of your life will become ever clearer. The Buddha taught, abide in the present, follow the flow of conditions, and when the mind is free of hindrances, all things can be achieved. By dedicating yourself to the practice of each present moment, you are planting seeds of wisdom and compassion for the future. Destiny has its own arrangement, precise and unerring, like the ticking of a clock. Whether your current circumstances are high or low, a calm mind can always patiently await the springtime of life. Every step in life is a unique landscape. Every time zone holds its own special meaning. As a Zen saying goes, the wind passes without leaving a trace, the moon arrives in stillness without a sound. By observing the flow of life with tranquility and accepting the rhythm of destiny, you can live with freedom and ease. Calm your heart, steady your steps, and align with the rhythm of your own life. In doing so, you can find constancy amidst impermanence, clarity amidst confusion, and create infinite possibilities that belong to you alone. Thus, in the convergence of causes and conditions, you will bloom with a brilliance uniquely your own. When you are fully immersed in your own world, with your heart set on a purpose, your aspirations clear, and your actions aligned, you become like a beacon of light. Though surrounded by darkness, you illuminate the path ahead. Buddhism teaches, turn inward and reflect. All phenomena return to the One. When we focus on inner cultivation, undisturbed by external noise and unperturbed by gains and losses, the clutter of the mind begins to dissipate. In this stillness, the stream of wisdom arises naturally, like a pure spring bubbling forth from between rocks. The calmer the heart, the better one can perceive the changes of causes and conditions in the world, like still water reflecting the bright moon, clear and serene. At this point, wisdom becomes more than just accumulated knowledge. It evolves into an extraordinary ability to perceive and discern. It enables us to see the truths of life and discover the direction forward. As the Buddha said, wisdom is like a lamp that dispels all darkness. The wisdom nurtured in stillness not only illuminates your own heart, but also lights the path for others. When wisdom flows like a spring, clarity takes hold. The burdens of the mind gradually lift, leaving a profound sense of transparency both within and without. As the sutras say, the heart is like a lotus, untouched by the dust. In this state of purity, the meaning of life becomes clearer, actions more resolute, and steps more grounded. You will come to realize that the suffering and challenges that once troubled you were but lessons on the journey of life. Each moment of transcendence becomes a testament to the growth of wisdom and the elevation of the soul. Amid this tranquility and awareness, the inherent beauty and richness of life reveal themselves. When the flowers have fallen, what seemed ordinary in daily life unfolds its endless charm. As a Buddhist verse states, every day is a good day, every place holds the essence of Zen. When your inner world is abundant, the external world ceases to feel monotonous or dull. Even a drifting cloud at dawn or a bird's call in the quiet of dusk can awaken in you a deep sense of life's vibrancy and beauty. Thus, tranquility brings about enlightenment. Enlightenment leads to freedom, and this freedom, in turn, enriches life, imbuing every step with meaning. As the Buddha said, abide in the present, observe your heart, and with a calm mind, wisdom will shine. When you can face the world with this serenity, you will realize that life is like a lotus, enduring the storms yet always blooming with pure beauty. Only by grounding yourself, calming your mind, and slowing down can you become like the water of an ancient well, clear and profound, observing the natural flow of all things. With a heart as still as water, as calm as the sea, you patiently await the blossoming of life's flower. As Buddhism teaches, tranquility leads to far-reaching clarity. A peaceful heart is home. When our inner world is at peace, the disturbances of the outer world can no longer unsettle us. In this stillness, we can discover our true selves, understand the nature of all phenomena, and gain inner fulfillment and strength. Life is impermanent, filled with both joy and suffering, and many circumstances are unavoidable or beyond our desires. As the Buddha taught, the world is impermanent, suffering is ever present. Faced with these uncontrollable realities, we can choose to rest in joy with an accepting heart. Since there is nowhere to escape, why not find joy? Joy is not derived from external gratification, but from inner acceptance and transcendence. Like a lotus rising untainted from the mud, spreading its fragrance without complaint or resentment. Since there is no pure land, why not find peace within? The sutras teach, when the mind is pure, the land is pure. The pure land is not a distant paradise, but resides within a tranquil heart. When we quiet our minds, cease to be swayed by external circumstances, and let go of attachments to gain and loss, we can create a pure land amidst the dust of the world. Wherever we are, as long as the heart is at peace, we have found our pure land. Since things do not always go as we wish, why not let go? Buddhist wisdom reminds us, all phenomena arise from conditions and are impermanent. The events of the world do not shift according to our desires, but are the result of interconnected causes and conditions. If we can face disappointments with acceptance, we can release our attachment and suffering. Letting go is not giving up. It is embracing life's ebb and flow with a calm heart, aligning with the path of causality, and thereby walking toward the future with greater ease. A quiet person derives immense strength from inner tranquility. As the Buddha said, the serene are the most joyful. A peaceful mind shields us from external disturbances, allowing wisdom to guide us like a beacon. It also helps us uncover the true beauty in life, making ordinary days profound and precious. In a noisy and restless world, only by quieting down, slowing down, and grounding ourselves can we discover the path to inner freedom. By dwelling in stillness, we cultivate a heart that can let go, calmly navigating the ups and downs of life and gracefully managing its trivialities. Observing all things as they naturally unfold, maintaining peace within and without, life becomes richer through this steadiness and composure. As a Zen teaching says, stillness fosters wisdom and stability brings joy. There is no need to rush along the journey of life. By staying calm and nurturing insight at each step, we can travel with grace and depth. In this state of letting go, we come to understand flowers bloom in their time, leaves fall for a reason, and all things move according to conditions. Accepting impermanence, resting in the present moment, and embracing silence allow us to find fulfillment and freedom in the ordinary. This, in turn, enables us to journey through life with greater resolve and serenity. A tranquil heart is the culmination of accumulated blessings and the awakening of the inner self. Life is a long journey of cultivation, and the most essential practice is not in the pursuit of external fame or fortune, but in nurturing one's inner world. Buddhist teachings remind us all phenomena arise from the mind, and all phenomena cease in the mind. Though the world is full of distractions, if the heart remains calm, all chaos transforms into the gentle breeze and the bright moon. Only by returning to one's inner self, soothing and tending to it, can one find genuine peace and fulfillment amidst life's transient glitter. When the heart is at ease, the world through one's eyes becomes infinitely beautiful. When a person can quiet their inner world, they become like a clear spring, able to reflect their true nature and nourish their life with wisdom. As the heart calms, attachments and anxieties dissipate. As the heart calms, troubles and obsessions fade away. Only with a tranquil heart can one clearly see the path beneath their feet and move toward blessings and stability uniquely their own. As the Buddhist scriptures say, to calm the heart is to invite blessings. To cultivate the heart is to grow wisdom. Blessings are not external gifts, but the accumulation of inner peace, a profound understanding of life's essence and harmonious alignment with it. In this mundane and worldly existence, some people spend their lives in relentless busyness, hurrying and scrambling, consumed by anxiety and comparisons. Yet Buddhist wisdom has long reminded us, wealth belongs to five owners. The body is beset by countless sufferings. The treasures of the world are, in the end, external possessions. No matter how precious, they eventually dissolve into a wisp of smoke. When one becomes ensnared by the chase for fame and wealth, the heart is entangled in greed, and life is drained by worry and torment, leaving behind only unending regret and sorrow. Such a life neither leads to happiness nor embodies true ease. As the Buddha said, a heart consumed by greed is like a body on fire, bringing endless suffering. In the relentless pursuit of fame and wealth, troubles linger like shadows, leaving no room for inner peace, and happiness becomes as elusive as a mirage. True happiness lies not in the abundance of wealth, but in the richness of the soul. True ease is not about winning or losing, but about a detached and serene state of mind. To live a fulfilling life, one must learn to let go of attachment to fame and fortune and return to inner tranquility. As the Buddhist scriptures teach, without greed or hatred, the heart is naturally at peace. Only with inner serenity can one experience the pure beauty of life. Only with a clear and untainted heart can one appreciate the richness and vibrancy of existence. The foundation of happiness is not in external possessions, but in inner awareness and contentment. Life, as a journey of cultivation, requires neither haste nor attachment. Each step unfolds within its unique conditions. Each blessing is the fruit of kind thoughts nurtured within. By calming the heart, slowing the pace, and embracing simplicity, one can find true belonging even amid the clamor of the world. As a Zen saying goes, when the mind rests in stillness, all things fall into place. In such tranquility, we not only attract blessings, but also gain profound insight into the depth and boundlessness of life. Thus, by cultivating the heart and staying present in the moment, allowing the mind to become as clear as a polished mirror, life naturally becomes as gentle and refreshing as a spring breeze, filled with beauty at every turn. In this way, one can truly live happily, move gracefully, and journey toward the completeness of life. Inner peace does not depend on mountains or rivers. Extinguish the fire within, and the heart cools naturally. The essence of Zen lies not in external objects or landscapes, nor in the stillness of secluded mountains and serene waters. The true path to peace is in silencing the turmoil within, quelling the blazing fires of desire, and allowing the heart to settle into calmness. Though the world's noise and chaos are ever present, learning to quiet the heart, to view all things with equanimity, and perceive human nature with clarity ensures that all troubles become fleeting as passing clouds, leaving the spirit undisturbed. The Buddha once said, "Knowing others is wisdom, knowing oneself is enlightenment." When a person gains a deeper understanding of human nature and sees through the various actions, causes, and karmic consequences of all beings, they are no longer easily swayed by external circumstances or burdened by trivial worries. As the saying goes, seeing faults in others is to see faults in oneself. Recognizing that others' actions are often driven by causes and karma enables us to cultivate tolerance and wisdom, reducing attachment and delusion. In this way, we avoid meddling unnecessarily due to attachments and disrupting our peace due to illusions. Instead, we focus all our attention on each step in the present moment, living in the now and practicing mindfulness in the here and now. In life, approach everything calmly, arrive quietly, leave quietly, work diligently in silence, and reap your rewards without fanfare. This is the essence of cultivation, to meet action with stillness and overcome rigidity with softness. Amid the clamor and restlessness of the secular world, it is essential to find a quiet place to settle the body, soothe the mind, and anchor the soul. As the saying goes, stillness and motion give rise to one another. The Tao follows the natural order. The noisy world follows its rhythms, but only when the mind is as calm as still water can one maintain clarity and serenity amidst chaos. The Buddha taught, desire is boundless, contentment is peace. People are often entangled by desires, rushing through life in pursuit of fame and fortune, leading to worry and suffering. Yet without learning to pause, to reflect inward, and to calm the mind, one becomes like an uncontrollable wheel, straying further from the path and ultimately losing direction. When the mind is lost, the way becomes unclear. When the way is unclear, inner peace and happiness slip away. As a Zen saying reminds us, the deluded chase after dust, while the awakened return to their essence. Those lost in desires and attachments cannot truly savor the essence of happiness. A quiet mind can hear the voice of the heart amid the noise and find a resting place for the soul in the chaos. To be still is not to escape, but to make a wise choice. Stillness is a power that enables one to see the truth of life. Stillness is a form of compassion that allows one to perceive the beauty of the world. Stillness is liberation, freeing one from the bonds of desire. Thus, the Buddha often said, when the heart remains unmoved, external matters cannot disturb it. When the heart is like a clear mirror, all things become illuminated. If one can quiet the mind, face life's storms with a steady heart, and experience the joy of living with a pure heart, then no matter the circumstances, one can live with ease and happiness. As the saying goes, in the clamor of the world, a peaceful heart finds its place. No need to withdraw from the dust of life. By calming the mind and settling the soul, one can discover joy amidst troubles, constancy and impermanence, and ultimately reach the shores of happiness and fulfillment. Sitting alone in a meditation hall, unbothered by worldly concerns, brewing a pot of tea, lighting a stick of incense, and gazing at an image of Bodhidharma in contemplation. In the context of Buddhism, this represents a quintessential form of practice, aimed at quieting the mind and letting go of all distractions and worries. The image of Bodhidharma meditating symbolizes introspection and self-awareness. In such serene surroundings, the mind finds its center, returns to its true nature, and frees itself from external disturbances. As the saying goes, draw the curtain for a moment and you will find your heart calm, your spirit refreshed, your breath soft, and your mind at ease. This peaceful state allows inner strength and wisdom to naturally emerge. When one's heart is free of distractions, worries, sorrows, and suffering, they experience true happiness. They are able to view everything with equanimity, unburdened by attachments. This state of mind is like a gentle breeze, making complexity seem simple and dulling the sharp edges of pain. Fortune comes to those whose hearts are calm and harmonious, allowing all things to fall into place. As the Buddha taught, when the heart is like a clear mirror, purity naturally arises. When the heart is like a clear mirror, blessings naturally follow. True happiness does not come from external possessions, but from the peace and harmony within. Living a life that is simple, joyful, and serene is not difficult. What is challenging is learning how to quiet the inner world and cultivate clarity. Buddhism teaches that those who are restless and impatient achieve nothing. Those who are composed and calm gather countless blessings. Restlessness and impatience arise from overwhelming desires in a chaotic mind, while composure and calmness come from letting go of distractions, allowing the heart to become as still as a tranquil lake. Only in such stillness can one see the true nature of things and appreciate the essence of life. The Buddha teaches us, the greatest truth lies in simplicity. Simplicity is the highest form of wisdom. True wisdom comes from letting go of overly complicated thinking, abandoning unnecessary judgments and criticisms, and focusing on every moment in the present. When the mind is free from obstacles and distractions, clarity arises, and life begins to improve. The essence of the greatest truth lies in simplicity, is to learn to pick things up and let them go, remaining unaffected by external disturbances and untroubled by past regrets. As the Zen saying goes, with no attachments and no concerns, there is nothing to hinder or obstruct the mind. In such a state of mind, blessings naturally arise, and life becomes more peaceful and fulfilling. From the Buddhist perspective, a calm mind leads to a joyful spirit, and a joyful spirit brings blessings. One's life should not be overcomplicated, but lived as simply as possible. By living each day simply and focusing on every action in the present, a person can truly thrive and attract greater blessings. As the scriptures say, the heart is like a mirror, clear and free from dust. The heart is like still water, serene and undisturbed. When the mind is clear and tranquil like a polished mirror, each step in life becomes steady and meaningful, and blessings naturally gather. A calm mind is impervious to all harm. In the context of Buddhism, this signifies that the purity and steadiness of one's inner self can resist all external temptations and disturbances. Buddhist teachings emphasize that inner peace and tranquility are the best defenses against worry and suffering. When a person can maintain a state of equanimity, unaffected by external circumstances and untempted by desires, they can face challenges and setbacks with a serene heart, unshaken and untainted by the outside world. This is the state of being impervious to all harm. The heart is like a mirror, untouched by dust. No matter the time or place, we should maintain a peaceful mindset when facing life's various situations. The Buddha taught, be at ease with what comes and find peace wherever you are. This wisdom offers guidance on how to find serenity in a complex world. True acceptance of circumstances is not about avoiding problems, but approaching them with clarity and calm. Regardless of the trials life brings, one can respond with composure, letting go of expectations and attachments. According to Buddhism, this mindset leads to true freedom and liberation of the heart. Letting go of expectations and attachments is a central teaching of Buddhism. The Buddha taught, all is empty, the mind is like a mirror. Only when we let go of desires and attachments can we truly grasp profound wisdom. Wisdom is not about comparison or pursuit, but recognizing the true nature of things, understanding the law of cause and effect, and embracing boundless freedom and insight. As Zen philosophy states, let go of discrimination, let go of delusion, let go of attachment. This is the realm of the strong and the wise. Achieving this state of strength requires inner resolve and tranquility. Buddhism describes it as a mind unburdened, a body unshackled. In such a state, the mind becomes like still water, clear, pure, and free from regret or shame. When confronted with life's chaos and suffering, we can remain calm and undisturbed, responding to difficulties with grace and poise. This is because deep within, wisdom has already taken root and the heart has matured into stability. The Buddha taught, the mind is like a mirror, unsullied by dust. When the mind is calm and the heart is tranquil, we can maintain this peace no matter the circumstances. We are no longer swayed by external factors or enticed by fame and fortune, reaching a state of being impervious to all harm. This state is the culmination of wisdom and life's greatest blessing. Only by relinquishing desire and attachment can we face the world's challenges with composure and gain true happiness and serenity. When the ears and eyes are broad, the world feels narrow. When disputes are few, the days feel long. In the context of Buddhism, this verse reminds us that when a person is restless and driven by impatience or greed, they perceive the world as constrained and time as fleeting. Buddhist teachings emphasize that inner tranquility and clarity are the keys to navigating a chaotic world and addressing life's challenges. When the mind is agitated and easily swayed by external distractions, even the vastest world feels restrictive, and genuine freedom and peace remain out of reach. Conversely, when the mind is as calm as still water, restlessness and delusions fade away, and the inner world becomes expansive and clear. The interplay between the finite and infinite in life becomes evident, offering a profound awakening. This wisdom allows us to find our place even in difficult situations and to face them with composure. Buddhism teaches that inner peace and cultivation are the best shields against suffering and distress. Even when confronted with the pressures and challenges of life, a tranquil mind enables one to respond with poise and ease. The mundane tasks and heavy burdens of life become more manageable and less overwhelming. Embracing simplicity and approaching everything with detachment is the lifestyle Buddhism advocates, helping us avoid unnecessary turmoil while focusing on personal growth and spiritual elevation. When a person achieves true peace in the depths of their heart, untouched by external noise and temptation, their life becomes filled with serenity and freedom. In this state, all difficulties and challenges become surmountable. The Buddha taught, "The mind is like a mirror, unsullied by dust." When the mind is as clear and calm as a mirror, one can face everything with equanimity, unshaken by desires or the pursuit of fame and fortune. With such a mindset, one can take each step steadily and confront the ever-changing world with tranquility. When the ears and eyes are broad, the world feels narrow. This reminds us of the importance of cultivating inner expansiveness. Only with a calm heart and a broad perspective can we transcend the limitations of the mundane world, perceive the essence of things, and respond with wisdom. Buddhism teaches, when disputes are few, the days grow longer. By letting go of attachments and impatience, and by not becoming lost in trivial matters and desires, we can return to the essence of life, allowing the days to pass peacefully and the years to flow with quiet grace. The mission of life is to care for your existence and settle your soul. In the context of Buddhism, this profound verse reveals the essence and pursuit of our lives. Buddhist teachings remind us that every life holds unique value and meaning. The most important task is to learn how to calm the heart and bring peace and serenity to the soul. Cultivating a tranquil heart and an open mind is the path to happiness and wisdom. Buddhism holds that inner tranquility is the best shield against suffering and hardship, providing the strength needed to face the world's chaos and challenges. Only when the soul is at peace and attachments and delusions are set aside can we embrace new hopes, welcome each sunrise, and confidently walk toward a brighter future. To be impervious to all poisons means that a person's inner purity and resilience can shield them from all external temptations and disturbances. Buddhism teaches us that when the heart is free of attachments and desires, life becomes as clear and untarnished as a bright mirror. Even in the face of life's trials and challenges, a person with a calm and steady heart can respond with composure and poise, unshaken by external forces. This is the true stance of a strong individual, a synthesis of wisdom and strength. The ultimate purpose of life is to cultivate inner peace and harmony. As the Buddha taught, a heart like a bright mirror remains untainted by dust. When we achieve genuine tranquility in the depths of our soul, undisturbed by the noise of the world and unburdened by desires, our lives naturally become imbued with serenity and freedom. In this state, even amidst the turbulence of the world, we can remain anchored in our true selves, welcoming new hopes, fresh opportunities, and brighter tomorrows. Letting go of expectations and attachments while nurturing the soul is the wisdom we need to navigate life's impermanence. Buddhism emphasizes, fewer disputes make the days longer. When we allow our hearts to be like bright mirrors, untouched by dust, and release the pursuit of instant gratification, life returns to its authentic state, where time flows gently and steadily. In doing so, we are no longer troubled by the waves and uncertainties of life, enabling us to calmly embrace new chapters and stride toward a brighter future. The mission of life is to care for your existence and settle your soul. With inner peace and a broad perspective, we become impervious to all poisons and are ready to welcome a better, more harmonious future.